welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tayante, and I'm back with another video. So today I am going to take you guys along with me to customize a wig. So if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, I do hair. So I love to do hair. It's my passion. It's what I've loved for the longest, as long as I can remember. I've been doing hair since about middle school, and I used to charge girls candy to do their hair, but that's not the point. So I'm going to be starting a hair business soon. It's in the works right now. So I'm going to be selling wigs, bundles, custom wigs, and a few other things, but you know, that's a secret for right now. So I figured, why not take you guys on my journey? So I'm starting right now. I'm starting YouTube again right now. So I figured, you know, we can only go up from here. And I want to take you guys along with that journey for me, because today is what? October 18th. Let's see where we can go from here. Let's see where we are in a couple months. Let's see where we are in a year or two. So I want to take you guys along with my journey. So I figured I would show you guys how I customize wigs first. So this is a wig that I've been wanting to do for the longest. I saw a stylist in North Carolina do this and it went viral, and he just completely like bodied this look. Everybody was posting it. Everybody's been trying it. So I figured I want to try it too, because I like it. I love it. I want to keep this wig for myself, but I'm not. I'm going to let somebody else have it, and I'm going to let them enjoy it, even though I want to keep it for myself. But let's skip the talking and let's get right into this video. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is start toning the hair using my L'Oreal Everpure Purple Shampoo. So I'm just going to be using warm water and dunking the wig in the water just a few times, because I don't want to tone it too much. Okay, so once you're done toning your hair, you're going to need a bucket of warm or hot water. And today I'm going to be using 3 shades of brown: Kiss Honey Brown in the shade T871, Kiss Dark Warm Brown in the shade T880, and Adore 110 in darkest brown. So to start the dyeing process, I started using the color Honey Brown, and I know it looks like I have a lot of color in my water, but I really don't. I probably use like 1/4 of the bottle, but it's safer to add less color than to add too much color, because we want that nice ombre effect. You don't want the color to start off being too harsh. So if it's not enough color for your likings, just add a little bit at a time, because again, you don't want the color to be too harsh in the gradient. So as you can see, the brown is starting to peek through just a little bit. It's not too light, but it's also not too dark. So that's going to be the first layer of my brown. So here I'm adding more of the honey brown, and I'm just adding a little bit more just so it can get darker. But notice how I'm not going all the way to the top where I started. So to get the ombre effect, you want to go lower and lower each time you add more dye, so it gets darker as it gets to the ends of the hair. So once you get the desired color that you want, you can go on to add more hair dye. I'm still using the honey brown, and I just used the rest. Here I'm combing out the hair to make sure every piece of hair gets covered with dye. You want to make sure every strand is covered. So now we're going to go into our second color, which is the dark warm brown, and notice how we're using new water. So for this time, you don't have to use as much water as you were doing the first couple layers, because at this point you should only be doing the ends, if not the roots of your hair. So also remember, every layer that you go, if you're going darker, go lower than the layer before so it gets that ombre effect. So once I finished with that first layer of the dark warm brown, I started going a little crazy with the color just because I wanted my ends to be super dark. I don't really like when people do this style and the ends are kind of like still light brown. I wanted to make sure mine were super dark. So now I'm going to go in with my Adore darkest brown, just because I want my ends super dark, like I said. Also, I went super crazy with the color once again, just because I wanted my ends to be super dark, like I said. But notice how I'm not going high up on the hair at all. I'm literally just doing the ends. So here's the final results from dyeing. Now let's move on to styling. So this is the hair freshly air dried. I don't really like blow drying my hair out. I like to let it air dry. It's just a personal preference of mine, but here's how the color came out. I really don't feel like the camera gives it justice. The brown is super pretty, but it shows up kind of light on camera. But in person, it's so beautiful, you guys. So I'm just going to be straightening this hair with the Cheat Heat Protectant, which I love, and then my holy grail, which is the Biosilk. I have the small one and I'm almost out, but if you haven't tried Biosilk, definitely do so. Then I'm going to be using my combs and brush, just 2 in one brush, and I'm also going to be using a few hair clips. So to straighten the hair, I'm going to be using my Ion flat ironer. I don't know the exact name of this, you guys. I looked on Google everywhere for it, but I got it in like high school, so she's kind of old, but y'all, she gets the job done. Okay, that's all that matters. Alright, so first I'm going to pin down the back of the wig just to make it more stable as I'm flat ironing it. I'm going to use a T-pin. So then I'm going to go in my Cheat Heat Protectant and just spray it generously throughout the hair just to make sure all of it gets covered. So now I'm going to start flat ironing the hair. I go in tiny sections and I apply the Biosilk all over the section, then brush it out. And I like to use a bristle brush while I flat iron just because I feel like it helps with flyaways and it makes it have a smoother finish. But that's just my opinion. If y'all want to try it out, you can. But just look at how good that looks. Okay? Yeah, it works. And y'all, look how cute this color is. I love it. As you can tell, I was absolutely in love because all I wanted to do was play with the hair after every section was finished. The camera really doesn't do it justice, but you guys, this color is so bomb and I love it so much. Like, look at this. Ugh, I wanted to keep this wig so bad. So now we're just gonna go through every section. Just keep doing the same thing with the chase method and make sure every section is as straight as possible. So once I'm done flat ironing, I'm just going to go in with my old hot comb and my wax stick, and I'm just going to use my wax stick on the top of the hair just to make sure everything is super flat. So I already went in and parted out which hairs I wanted to be my baby hairs, and I braided them down to get them out of the way. So here I'm just using my wax stick to make sure I mold everything how I want it to lay. Then I'm going over with my hot comb just to make sure everything is flat and molded. then I'm going to go in and clean up my part a little bit more just to make sure that it's nice and straight. Y'all, make sure you take your time on this. It's super easy to have a crooked part. I don't even think I straightened mine out all the way. I fixed it after this video. But you don't want to walk around thinking you have a middle part and the whole time it's the side part. So as much time you need to take on this, do it. It's super important and it pulls the whole look together. So after I do that, I'm going to go in and start on my baby hairs. I'm going to start hot combing them forward so that they have a direction on where to lay. So once that's complete, I'm going to go in with my cutting razor and just cut the baby hairs. So as you can see, I cut them pretty long, but you guys be super careful with this part, especially if you're a beginner, because once you cut hair, you can't glue it back on. It won't grow back. So you always want to start a little longer than what you want. It's better to start longer than end up cutting it too short and you don't have enough hair to work with. So then I'm going to be going in with my 1-inch flat iron that I got from my local beauty supply, and I'm going to be curling the baby hairs downwards. And I wanted to do a sort of fluffy baby hair look today, so I'm going to be using a lot of baby hairs. You don't have to use this many or have it this full, but for this particular look, this is how I wanted it. So next I'm going to be cutting them down just a little bit, just because I don't want them too long. We don't want adult hairs. So I'm going to cut them down just a little bit before I start molding them. And I'm going to be using my Got2b spray and my edge control brush that I got from my beauty supply store and start molding them down. Just a tip, if you're going to use the Got2b spray, don't use too much. I found that when I use too much of this, it kind of makes the hair stringy and it kind of like distorts how the hair kind of looks. So don't use too much. So here my camera kind of unfocused a little bit, but all I'm doing is brushing them downwards and kind of to the side just to give it that swoop effect. So you'll see me occasionally re-flat iron. That's just to give it a little bit more direction and just so it'll swoop a little bit better. As you can see, baby hairs can take a while. They're up to you, you know. You can make them however you like them, so make them however you want and take your time with it. If it's not how you like it, you can always go back in and restyle them. So here was the finished product. It was super cute. This filter kind of brought the color out a little bit more, but you guys, in person it was so beautiful. It's super full. The baby hairs turned out super cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you want more looks from me, just let me know in the comments. Make sure to follow my hair page and my Instagram, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, y'all, so there was how I customized that wig. Hopefully you guys loved it as much as I do. So yeah, if you guys want to see me try any other wig colors or anything, just comment them down below or just let me know. Make sure you follow me on social media, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And yeah, guys, stay tuned because I have a lot planned with this hair stuff, you know. I'm going to be getting in these wigs real fast, and I'll be posting videos on how I customize them, dyeing them colors, you know, tutorials, anything you guys want to know about wigs, just ask me and you shall receive. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.